there, my friends. Welcome aboard. Thank you for tuning in. Yours truly, Rockin Dave the Real Deal, North Fort Myers, Southwest Florida. And I'm going to do as brief as I can because I'm still learning more about this thing. This is the Korg Vocal Sample 2. And it's basically a sequencer. And there is different patterns in here. And let's see if I get this kind of... If I... this is what it sounds like out of the box, but this is one of the patterns. If I go here, and well, actually, that is that pattern. Now, if I go here, so you can see. Now, these are all from the factory, pre-programmed. While you're holding down, the button I'm holding down is the memory button. Go back and forth. You see. Now something happened here. And there's a mute. So, I had seen a guy do a demonstration on this thing. His channel is the letters XNB. But if you type in Korg Vocal 2 sampler, his video is like about an hour long, 59 minutes and some seconds. That'd be my best suggestion to, because I mean, a lot of these people, they really get into a lot of this because that's their thing, electronic music. This is something I had just got checking out to do a little program of different sounds here, which is pretty cool. And I've seen people use this creating ambient music. So I'm figuring with all these soundscapes, I could use it in conjunction with what I'm doing. But there's another thing with this, and besides the certain sounds, I've seen people program the layout of the drums because you could do live recording or step recording. I think that's here. Yeah, step recording. And I guess you could, change things as it's going. Now here, this knob, you got a reverb. You have an oscillator, which is a low and high bass and treble. You take that. That's how some of these people are getting these, bring that in. Get real strong bass. Or you can do the same thing with the treble. There is tempo right here. I'm going to slow it down. There's like a different pitch. So I have to learn a lot about these other functions in here. Now, you go back to live. Live was which is this. If you do step, you could actually program in a step sequence, and it will follow that. But what I learned by watching this guy's video, you could program, let's say, a drum pattern in step, and then you can go out of step while the drums are playing back into live, and you could add stuff in and out at live, and it will loop things as you call it. Each one of these functions has several things that it could do. Now, let's see. I saw how they were doing this with the sound. So I guess if you go here, so you have different sounds right here. There's your kick. But this black knob up here, I don't know if I could zoom in on this while I'm doing live. I know when I'm just record. Oh yeah, we can. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see if you could. see how that layout is. Okay, so I guess this would be your knob that you turn that has your different memories, different sounds. So let's just on this one. And per, let's see, zoom back out here. Watch it. And I guess per pattern here, you got your different sounds. Let's see. So if you want to add certain effects, you just really got to experiment and see what you could do with it and see where you could place these different sounds. Yeah, some of them sound kind of goofy.
Warning, warning, warning.
So there's different vocal sounds. So obviously there's a lot that's in here. So you have a lot that's in there. This thing's only like $150. When you get this, see, we bought the adapter separate. So I think they took the batteries out because we were ordering the adapter. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. That is your, for your power adapter. Otherwise, it'll run on 6 AA batteries. This is your USB. I believe that's USB-C. And I think this only works when you go to Korg's website so you could download other sounds. And this is your MIDI in, so you can sync things in MIDI. You have sync in and out. And then this right here is your headphone jack / your output. So it's only like 1/8 inch. So it'll have its limitations. But you also get with this, and I think all these Korg vocal MIDI mini type of devices, you get these extra plugs. Let me get that out. So it'll come with one of these a mini plug, mini jack, so you could sync them up to other Korg vocal samples. They got the keys, they got synths, and the drum machine in that. I just wanted to show you what you get out of the box here. I have a lot I got to learn about this. And like I said, some of it might be irrelevant to what you're doing. But you might find something that you're looking to expand on. And one thing I noticed, without spending a whole crap load of money, I think this is one of the cheapest ones. I'm not too hip on the electronic music gear scene. We're meaning the synths and sequencers and keyboards and stuff like that. But when I saw what you could do with this and saw what people were doing, so I thought, hey, you know what? For the price, this ain't too bad. And I might want to check into it so I could see what I could do. Hey guys, sorry if I'm missing anybody in the chat. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I can only see like only only a certain amount of people. It's everything's changed on YouTube. I've been doing more stuff on Instagram now. Although Deb will help me with the live stream. When we go live, she's the one that's actually controlling it. This is the first time me doing anything live on my own, and I'm noticing. Well, now I used to do it all the time back in the day, which is not too long ago. But it seems YouTube's going through a lot of changes, and it was just kind of really frustrating me. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have a lot of time to, play with this. If I find another source, I'll go check that out. But I mean, it's still appreciated in that. So that's why I'm only mentioning it because I don't know. I can't see who's coming up. Reconnect. Now I'm live again. See, So I don't like to touch anything because next thing you know, it shuts things down. It's 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 really not user friendly like it used to be. But enough of that. So I'm not gonna stay live too long because I'm gonna do some more research on this. But it is a really cool little device because you can actually create things. It'll have its limitations. Um, I don't know how much memory it has. I guess this is the Vocal 2. The Vocal 1 had limited memory. This has a little bit more. But for the price and for what I've seen people use this with, I'm like, this is pretty cool. So that's why we, went and ordered it. Let's see what else. I know when you go into function here. Yeah. Okay. There's certain things you could do. Like you could eliminate some parts. There you go. So you can eliminate some parts and you can bring them back if you hit the function button up here. And this is all while it's playing. So you see, this is your master volume right here, this little knob here. The knobs are small. It's a little portable device, which I think is really cool because if you're doing any traveling and you grab this and let's say a small digital recorder, you could do a lot of work with it and get stuff done as you need to. Oh, Dale Palmer, what's happening, man? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending happy birthday. I joking, kid. I'm 26, but you turn the numbers around, it's really 62. Yeah, so I mean, it's something that you probably wouldn't expect me to get, but like I said, when I saw what you could do with this thing, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool because it's an instrument on its own with different sounds, and let's see. I think if I hit memory again and I go into this, yeah. Now if I hit function, let's see what happens with this pattern. Oh, maybe it's, yeah. Maybe I have to hit the step. And there's your different patterns again. Okay. You got your tempo knob right here. Oh, let's do this. You turn the reverb. There you go. So there's certain things that I'm going to be using this with. Again, when I get this to the point where, okay, I got mastered about how to program and how to do it, then I'm going to do a really good demo on it. Definitely with the guitar in conjunction with it. Now, you do have a pitch within you have pitch so that you could change your pitch to match what key you're playing in. I thought that's pretty cool. Again, it's a different world. This whole sampling and sequencing thing is a totally different world. But when I watch some of these people do this stuff, some of these DJs, I know they're getting sounds from this, but they're just downloading off of the internet. Now, some of them will actually program it. Some of them just download off the internet and and do their thing and that, which is cool, you know. I know I've seen a girl. She has, I think, the Roland Octopads, and she's obviously she's a drummer because she's playing along with some of the stuff that she was DJing and pulling like certain drums out and coming in with percussion, and her timing was like phenomenal. It was like actually pretty interesting. So, but you know, the thing is, this is to be in conjunction with live playing. It's not going to replace live playing. You know, that's let's see what if I go back to here. Yeah. Okay. And my step right there. I guess if I. Oh. Okay. I guess there's ways you could take parts out. And again, I have to learn about that. Um, so if anyone's interested in buying any, getting any one of these, watch some of the videos. Keep in mind, some of those videos I noticed that they're downloading off of the website, so it's not exactly what you get right out of the box. But the guy that I've seen, there's actually two guys. One actually does a whole performance with this, and he does it everything out of the box, nothing downloaded, nothing added on. I thought that was cool. And then this other guy, his channel is X and the letters X, N, and B. He's got a tutorial on this, and it's about an hour long, so I think it's pretty cool. But I just wanted to kind of go over that, and then I'll give you some updates on some of our live shows. We are playing live Friday, I think for the music walk, and then the weekend of Thanksgiving, we're doing both Saturday and Sunday over at the Miramar Outlets. And I'll be honest with you, we had a few time off here, which was great because I needed to get some of that rest and to start writing some newer material. And but I've heard some other musicians complain they're not gigging as much, and we were expecting a bad hurricane season, and thank God it did not happen. And I think that people were a little bit more on high alert with that because believe it or not, everyone is still recovering from Hurricane Ian that hit our side here 3 years ago, and then followed by Milton and another. Actually, Milton was did some damage too. So that wipes out some of the places to play at, and when you get that mold in your restaurant, they're not gonna let you open up until everything is 100%. So, matter of fact, there's a place I played at a couple times up in Punta Gorda called Dean's South of the Border. They sold the place. Now, the new owners are. I heard it got sold, but I guess the new owners are taking their time reopening because every time I go on their website, it as with the hours, it just says temporarily closed. So it's taking time for that. So, and I know there's another place that a friend of mine who's a keyboard player, he said they quit having live music. They just went with DJ and karaoke and trivia night. And I think it's because it just got a little bit out of hand, and so the probably owner says, okay, well let's just try something different here, and but honestly, having some of the time off really does feel good. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel good. So, but yeah, we will. And again, when Deb streams, when we stream live, it's Deb. She's working it because so much has changed with YouTube that I can't. It's hard for me to post up a picture to put on as a post up a message. It's like everything's changed. I'm like, okay, so that's why I checked out Instagram. And Instagram, I'm able to load up videos a lot faster than YouTube. It's quite amazing. I'm just still trying to figure out to go live on Instagram. And once I do that, I'll let everyone know, and I'll probably start moving over there with the live streams more. And I'm still going to keep YouTube. I still like YouTube. It's just, understand they make so many changes. They're trying to keep up with everything, and I'm not faulting them But I just wish that people would get a little bit of a notice. Hey, we're going to make these changes so we could prepare for that. Because when it's like a surprise, it's just like it's not a pleasant surprise. And for me, I just seek out something else. That's a little bit easier for me because I'm not a computer person. And a lot of us live musicians, we come back from the day when we perform live in front of people, not on a device. We didn't have all that stuff back then. So, and I actually prefer that more than I love the technology now. Don't get me wrong, but I personally think that they released all this technology and it was not finalized. It wasn't completed yet, and now they're trying to work out the kinks, and it's causing problems. I personally believe in if you're gonna release a product, make sure it's tested and it's working, and then release it. And then if you want to come out with version two, let your customers know, hey, I'm gonna come out with version two, so they can prepare for it, not just big surprise and then nothing works. So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to show that real quick. I'm not going to stay on too much longer here to kind of wrap it up here. Again, if anyone's interested in getting one of these before you buy, it's only $150, so you really can't beat the price. Check this guy's instructional video out, and you'll see what I mean. He's able to program where he wants the down kick, and then the snares and the hi-hats, which is actually cool because if you want to learn how to program, I think program anything, this is one of the best tools I've seen to teach you how to do that. And pretty cool. Anyways, my friends, I want to thank you for tuning in. Again, like I said, it wasn't going to be on too long. And hope this video helps anyone who is interested in anything like this. If not, I understand. Because, again, this is, it's different. It's different. It's kind of cool, but it's different. So yeah, we will be streaming live. I think we go on 6 o'clock on Friday, and maybe it's a 6 to 10 because it's the music walk. But we'll keep you updated. Or if it just goes on live, like I said, she'll take care of that. But until then, my friends, I want to thank you for tuning in and all your support all these years. Next year, before I close off here, October, I was just telling Deb this. Yeah, thank you, Dale. I really appreciate it, man. You're awesome. You are awesome. So we got Barney. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Thank you so kindly. Yeah. Next year, October of next year, it'll be 20 years I've been on YouTube in combination with my other channel, Dave Byron. So if I take that channel and this channel, combine it'll be 20 years I've been on YouTube. And I can't believe it because, yeah, October 2006, we posted up our very first video, which was me playing the Star Spangled Banner at a convention. I don't think it was the Odeum in Villa Park, Illinois. It was in Elgin. It was at a college, and it was for a company called Turbotron. And I'm playing the Star Spangled Banner on my BC Rich Warlock. And that was 20 years ago, man. Anyways, guys, listen, thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it. And we will see you on Friday. Until then, you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and your weekend. Until next time, you stay strong, safe, and true, my friends. Rock on, and God bless. Thank you so much for watching.